Hiya. So I've deserved it. So not much of an update today, guys. I have done quite a bit of pond stuff from last week, which I'm going to walk through and talk through. Obviously, it is hoofing down today. Yes, I know I've got my Gore-Tex on, but I didn't worry about that because my skin's waterproof and I've been flat out doing loads of stuff today. I just want to call out James the Koi Whisperer. I do believe he's jinxed me with his old, you know, like the drainage problems he had and all that kind of stuff. Ah, mate, shit's hit the fan, almost literally. I'll walk through and talk through what I've been up to for the last 2 days and what I've done during the week. And I want some help from you guys through the comments. Also, I've got to say is the People's Pond. You still haven't contacted me yet for the address to give that away. And if you have, I haven't seen it. But anyway, contact me as soon as you can. So let me walk through and talk through what I've done so far and what's gone wrong. Okay, so major problem yesterday. My plumbing got blocked. I don't know why, but it's been blocked. So if I spin you around, that drain and that drain is blocked solid. I've managed to Dynajet it a little bit. And I couldn't get the Dynajet in there properly or the rods in there, so I've had to investigate. I am absolutely gutted that what I actually had to do is dig up that. So I had to take, there's a couple of little feeler holes there to try to work out where I did bury that. Now that corner section there comes straight from my poo pipe to there, and then it goes straight down to about where my finger is, and then it junctions across. That was totally clear. So actually I've dug up that for no reason whatsoever, but I am going to get a proper airtight, you know, lid to go on that now. Obviously I've got to replace some of these tiles, so let's hope they've still got those in bloody stock. I'm hopefully going to get that in soon, and big old orange is undercover for a little while. But let me tell you what else I've been doing in the meanwhile. So what I have been doing is cleaning all of this. I've actually cleaned all of this with a Brillo pad today. I've literally put patio cleaner on this, and I've jet washed all of this out. I've actually, if you come on, I've actually patio cleaned all of this. But anyway, that's boring. Let's get on to pond stuff. So, big step forward, here we go. So there we are, the pond is almost empty. I've got a small Awaza pump down there. It's actually down in the bottom drain. As you can see, I've jet washed quite a lot of this already. You can see I've jet washed it all the way just to about there. I've had my waders on, so I've jet washed it to about this point, and then I've emptied this more, I've jet washed it again, and then I've jet washed it down to here. So it's just the bottom left to jet wash. Look at this, guys, it's so weird, stainless steel. So that, all of that orange residue, which looks like rust, is actually from a major PP treatment I've done. So what I've done this week, before I've actually emptied this pond, is I've put a huge dose of PP. I think I put 14 grams. Basically I've kept this purple 14 grams at a time for 48 hours. So it's run through the whole system. This thing should be sterile. There shouldn't be anything living in this again now. Hopefully, cross my fingers. So hang on. What else I've done is actually my glasses come. So this is my glass. It actually cost a couple of quid because it's actually safety glass. So it's obviously it's 2 pieces of glass with a plastic laminate in the middle. So if my boy, when he's a bit older, decides to kick a ball against there, you know, it's going to be reasonably safe. Jet wash this. This is all jet washed. And I don't know if you can remember on one of my other videos, I was worried about this sharp edge, so I had to dive down in there in the middle of winter to take any burrs off there, and it's actually it's very nice to touch, so that's good. So there's my Awaza pump working. It's not super efficient. It's only a small one, so it's on one of the bio pumps or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, here we are. So that's the Nexus inner chamber top. This is my micromedia, which goes in the inner chamber there. Now I want to soak this again in PP, but I don't know the dosage, so I want to give this a really good soak in to totally sterilize it again. And also I started to take out, yeah, look at this, all of this black stuff. So I've cleaned all the front of it. I've got to clean all the inside as well. So this is all sterile. This is just staining from the PP treatment. I've cleaned in all of the bottom drain pipes. Got this out of the main biofilter. Let's turn this on. I've been jet washed down there, so that's totally purged. There was nothing coming out whatsoever, so I'm pretty sure that my bottom drain and my bottom line is really efficient. Like I said, when I unhooked all of this equipment, I opened that full bore, and it was just perfect water coming out, so there was nothing in there. But I am going to I'm going to put the hose down there, and I'm going to jet it with the hose, see if there's anything in there, but I'm pretty sure there's not. I've just cleaned all of that, but you know, PP treatment black stuff off this. I was going to pull out all of this media to treat it, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to locally treat it in this. So I'm going to put that media back in here, and I'm going to bubble it all away, but in a real massive dose of PP, and then flush it out a few times. Because like I said, I can close these two drains here and hammer it. So I'm going to hammer it back in there. I think I'll put it all back in. Bosh, give that a supersonic PP treatment. But like I said, guys, please comment. Please comment on this and tell me how much PP to use to totally, you know, I want to blast this. This is got to, whatever bad bacteria I had in this pond, I need it gone, guys. I need to blast it. Mate, I forgot to show you all the tool I bought. It's all about tools. So, like I was saying, I've got to cut this section away to mount my backy shower in there, and then put the pipe work through. But I treated myself. I have treated myself to a new tool. Let me just turn my tumble dryer off. Right, this thing looks absolutely ferocious. Oh, can't even lift it up. Yeah! So it's a 9-inch DeWalt angle grinder with a stone cutting bit on it. The bit actually almost costs as much as a stone grinder. But mate, if you ever want to dismember someone, I suggest you get that. Fred West didn't have nothing if he didn't have that. Right, anyway, enough about Fred West's wish list. Let's go down and have a look where my fish are. So I've put the fish away this week. What I did do is I took them out of the main pond, where some of them I told you had like some marks coming on their lower jaw. Obviously it's from that pond. There's some kind of disease in that pond, so obviously I've hammered that with PP for 2 days, jet washing it all out, cleaning it all out. So hopefully that's going to go back to a standard kind of setup and a nice fresh start. But apart from that, what I've done is I took the koi out. I give them a 5-minute PP bath, quite a strong one, which was suggested to me. I've also topically treated the wounds they had on their lips. And what I've done is they've got a new little home for a while, guys. So yeah, so let me turn the air off. It's gone a little bit cloudy in here, to be honest, at the moment, but I suppose it's to be expected. You know, it's a brand new pot, it's a brand new system, so I guess it's going to take a little while for this to mature up and actually do what it's meant to be doing. But the koi are actually fine in there. I haven't got the skimmer on there because I don't need it. I'm going to flush this system out again tomorrow. I've got my heater on there. It's up to 22 degrees. So it's actually costing a couple of quid a day to run it, actually, to be honest. And literally, it's more, about 3 kilowatt heater is more expensive than my 17.5 kilowatt heater to keep my main pond running. I think there's about 4,000 gallons in this pond here. Yeah, there's about 4,000 gallons. Come on. There's about 4,000 gallons in this pond here. But it's taking some juice to keep it warm, I tell you. But like I said, this one is not insulated. I have put this on. This was the cover to the old pond. I put these on, but now I've actually got the real glass to go in here. So tomorrow, if I'm not messing around with my drains, because my main drain is still not actually working, I've got Welsh water coming out tomorrow with a machine basically to suck anything out. We've tried to dynojet it to push it through, but that's not working, so we're gonna have to suck it out. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna be on the tools, and to be honest, I'm gonna be doing pretty much what James was doing. I'll be going down and investigating my my ship pipe. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I've investigated my ship pipe before, but I'm gonna do that ship pipe anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to do a water change on this one tomorrow. It works all right. Let's go up and have a little look inside. If I fall in now on camera, it's going to be absolutely hilarious. So there she is. She's running okay. But you know what, guys? I don't know if anybody's got one of these. There's one hell of a gap under that lip there. There's one hell of a gap, and this media actually does go through it. You can see it all floating through, and there's a load normally actually floating in here as well. Yeah, not very well designed. I've got my heater here. Obviously, I know it's coming straight from my pump down there, straight into that, but you know, obviously not ideal, but very short term this is going to be. So I'm pretty sure quite agile for a 45-year-old, aren't I should be. I've snuck into a couple of Afghan compounds before. Oh, very, very dodgy. Climbing around mud walls, knocking on doors in the middle of the night. Very exciting. Right, okay, so boat update. If you want to have a little bit. Oh, so basically this, guys, I've cut 2 holes by here as well. And what I do at the moment, I sort of hang them onto there and onto there, and it sort of sits down here, and it kind of contains that to keep a little bit more heat in. So that pond has not progressed whatsoever. It's almost turned into a little storeroom, but don't worry about that. That will be getting done very soon. Into the garage of Woe, what have I done? So yeah, so I've painted the actual, this console is being top coated, and what I've also done is I've started to paint all of the boat there. So the transom is done. I've got all the bottom, obviously it was starting to cure over there, so I've got that little section to do again, and with the same mix, because I think I mix up 1,500 grams pretty much at a time. That seems to be about the limit with 1% catalyst in this ambient temperature to sort of go through it, you know, without it going off. So you can see what that will do. You know, it'll do a coat here, all the back of the transom, but I'm going to do another coat, so I might mix up another good one and smash another layer over there. And then once this is all done inside and outside, don't look at this orange. This orange is actually going to be covered as well, but one step at a time. Once this section is done on the inside, I'm actually going to take the whole boat off the trailer, flip it on its side to expose the hull, and then what we're going to do is I am going to possibly sort out a few of the little marks and scuffs. There's not actually that many there actually. It's actually in very good condition. But if I'm here, I might as well whack a little bit of filler on those, and then we'll black that out as well. Yeah. So that's going to be good. And there's the old beast waiting to go on it. I've actually, so one of my mates, I told you, was making me a custom A-frame and another bar to go around here. He actually turned up with it last week. It looks absolutely fantastic. So it was only tacked up temporarily so we could do a dry fit to make sure there was all the angles and the dangles were correct, and they are all correct. They weren't all correct actually. There was one slight angle that we had to adjust. So that's been done now. So I think next Saturday he said that it will be all completely welded properly and powder coated black. So it's going to look badass. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send you on the screen now. I'm going to put a picture. Ba-ding! So that's what this boat is going to look like. Now, if you've noticed, on that boat, it has a GPMG or an M60 mounted on a pinion on the front. I quite like that. Now, I've actually had a little look online, and I can buy an airsoft GPMG for £580. I'm going to have to do it. So I am going to buy an airsoft GPMG to mount on the front of this. Not sure if I'm gonna, I don't think I can go into Swansea Marina with that thing mounted on the front, but it's gonna be bloody wicked, isn't it? I just come up beach assaults, straight onto Tenby Beach, shoot all the mamas and the papas in the bum, and then storm the beach. But yeah, I am literally gonna put one of those in the front because it's gonna be wicked. So yeah, I've got loads of little bits and bobs. I've got a bilge pump. So if nobody knows what that is, that gets hooked up to my battery. And that little unit there sits just behind the transom in that little gully. So any water that comes through there will go down. It's almost like a sump pump basically, and it will constantly be. It's very clever actually. It's got like a small float switch on the bottom, so when there's water there, clicks on, kicks it out. When there's not, boom, straight down. So yeah, that's all I've done. I'm a bit gutted that I've got this problem with the drain now, because I really wanted to get onto this this boat. Gutted. I'll tell you what I've got here as well, guys. This is quite cool. Doesn't look very cool, but what this is an anti-slip paint. So when I've actually put my jockey seat in here and it's mounted properly, and I can see the footway all the way around, you tape it off. You tape sections off, and then this is a 2-part epoxy mix, and basically you roll it with a very coarse roller, and it's very rough to walk on. So basically, we're not going to be slipping and sliding around there when I'm hoofing it across the Oggin. I love Royal Marines talk. Oggin. Yeah. So, yeah. Bit of a boring week. Well, it's not a boring week, actually. I've done quite a lot. I've put the fish in there. I've actually emptied that pond. I've done a little bit on the boat. I've spent quite a lot of time today with the boy as well. We've been playing and wrestling. I love it. He's only 9 months. And I can totally fill him in. It's probably going to change drastically when he's a little bit older, because he's going to be a big bugger. But yeah, so a bit concerned about the water clarity there, but you know, what can I do? Like, I'm going to test the... I would have thought it's going to be pretty high in ammonia. at the moment, so I'm gonna have to do a drastic water change because obviously that filtration system. I have put some biogel in there, and the fish have been in there for about a week now, so I'm hoping that's really gonna kick off. I haven't been feeding the fish a lot of food, but we have got Mr. Sakai's Premier Koi food, and this is the sinking pellet. This is the sinking pellet. Look at that. Handsome as shit he is. Handsome lad. He's very handsome. He looks a little bit like, can you remember Monkey Magic when you were a kid? I don't know if anyone can remember Monkey Magic, but when I was younger, there was a program called Monkey Magic, and it's about basically this half man, half monkey that would pop out of an egg. Monkey! It was wicked. And then you had another guy called Pixie, who looked like a half pixie, and there was another dude who was like a monk, and he had like loads of, like a necklace of skulls, and there was always an absolutely banging Chinese bird on it. I actually really did fancy it when I was about 8. Didn't know what that meant, but made me feel funny, give me the buzzy feeling. Yeah, so that's all we've got done today, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch everything off, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to make some tacos. So listen, thanks for watching. A little bit of a boring, no, it's not boring, I'm joking myself. It's an interesting update. It's peeing down with rain. But thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please subscribe because it's wicked, and please comment about the PP treatment that I should, you know, like basically treat all the media there. So like I said, I'm going to put it all back in. I'm going to isolate that unit just so I can bubble away and get that smashed in the bud. Yeah, please like the video as well. So until next time, I'm trying to think of a joke. I don't know jokes, very many jokes that I could say on public media. No, I don't. I'm a bad man. I only know bad jokes. But sorry about that. See you next time, guys. Pardon? Love you. Love you.